Hello everyone, welcome to Sharmit. In this session, we are going to talk about another very interesting topic related to reactive form, where we will see how to create reactive form with FormRecord and use contains method. Okay, so in short, in this session, mainly we will be focusing on the contains method. We will try to understand what is contains method, why do we use it with FormRecord, what are the benefits of it, syntax and structure, and all the other information related to it. But before we proceed further with this session, I would like to recommend you to please go and check out the previously released session first, because they all are in proper sequence and sync. So if you follow it sequentially, then it would be much more easier for you to understand the ongoing topic, because for time being we are just mainly focusing on how to use contains with FormRecord. Okay, so this is our priority. So if we are primarily focusing on contains with FormRecord, so before that you should know about the basic thing, like what is FormRecord, what is reactive form, and if you know these things, then it would be very easy for you. And for that thing, for the detailed content, you can also refer the Sharmit digital course book, which is freely available in the description box. There you will find more than 3,400 plus free resources, which is available in both Hindi as well as English language. So without any language barrier, you can consume the content as per your own language preferences. Okay, alright, so now you can see currently I am in app.component.html file, where I have noted down few headings. The first heading says Angular course by Sharmit. Then we have second heading that shows reactive form in Angular contains with FormRecord. So these two heading is nothing, just to it is just to show the today's topic name, like what is the topic and what we are going to create with this. Okay, so and after this we have added two horizontal rows, and whatever we will define like buttons or anything, we will keep inside this horizontal row, although it is not mandatory, but I just use it to show the things in a proper way. Okay, alright, so now you can see we have second file, that is app.component.ts file. Now inside this app.component.ts file, we will define all the prerequisites. What are prerequisites? Like reactive form module, we know that we need that module, we need ng-for module, we need key value pipe, right? So these all things should be there, so we can define it as a prerequisites. Okay, so let's define it one by one. Reactive forms module, for this example ng-for and key value pipe is not needed, because we will be just creating one button and it will allow us to do the further thing, but so we are not going to use it. Okay, so here what I'll do now, I'll just simply expand this app component class, and in this app component class we will define all the required things, which includes the phones FormRecord. Okay, we will take the same example which we took earlier. So here I'll create one FormRecord with the name phones, then equal, then we will write here new FormRecord. Okay, remember one thing, whenever I'm pressing enter here, it is automatically imported, and make sure that it is imported, because if it is not imported, it won't allow you to use it. So this is mandatory thing, it should be imported. Okay, same goes with form control, which we will pass inside a angular bracket. Here I will write form control, then angular bracket again. Here I will just simply mention string and null. Okay, and then opening closing parenthesis, inside this opening closing curly braces, we will just expand it, and here I will define my first value, that is home. So home is form control, so we will specify the initial value, let's say 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. Okay, then we will put a comma here as per syntax and semicolon outside. Perfect. So far we have just created one FormRecord with the name phones, which includes one home detail, and there we have initialized the value as 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. Okay, so this thing is ready. Now next what we will do, we will simply add one method that is for checking or verifying it. So whatever we have described here is something that we already covered in our last session, right? Till here you know like how to define the phone's form record. Then what is new in this session? The new thing here is that we have this value called homes, and now we want to verify this thing through program. Through program we want to check whether this phones contains home or not. Okay, so to check this thing we will create one method called check phone, or maybe you can give it name for check home or check detail or verify phone, something like that, but it should be meaningful. Okay, then opening closing parenthesis, curly braces, and here I will just simply show one message alert this dot phones dot contains, then inside this we will mention home. And remember one thing, this is completely case sensitive. That means if something is written with capital H, it should be searched with that only, capital H only, otherwise it won't work. Okay, because here the capital A is completely different from the small a, because this is case sensitive. Okay, alright, so now we have added this thing, so put a semicolon over there and we are good with it. So this method is ready. Now after this what we will do, we will execute this method through HTML. But how? Simply through one button. So there will be a one button. When user click on that button, it will execute this check phone and it will show this message to log box. It will show whether the value is true or false. If it is true, that means the value home is present in the phones. If it is not true, then that means it is false. Now to verify this, what we will do, we will simply go to app.component.html file. Here I'll just simply create one button, and inside the button we will mention update phone. Then here I will bind it with click method. So this is my click, where I will write not update, it's check phone. Okay, then save it. So this button is ready. Now after this what we will do, we will simply execute this thing. So ng serve -- open, enter. Just wait for a few seconds and then it will show you the output in the browser screen, where we will find few information and we will verify the things. So it is open, and now we will see the output. Let's wait for a few seconds. Yeah, it is there. So here you can see, firstly the main heading comes that shows Angular course by Sharmit, and then secondary heading is there which shows reactive form in Angular contains with form record. After this we have one horizontal row, one button to update phone. It should not be update, it should be check. Update we covered in last session, right? So let's make it check. Okay, so one horizontal row, then one button for check phone, another horizontal row. When user click here on this button, it will in the backend it will execute this method that is check phone, and it will show the message. So let's see what is the message. So it is returning, you can see localhost 4200 says true. That means the value is present. So you can click on OK. But now see the magic. If you change this value, let's say home ABC, which is not there in phones, right? So if you search for it, click on this button after a refresh, you will find it is returning localhost says 4200 says it's false. That means this value is not present, and which is true. So basically this method is helping us to verify whether the parameter passed in this check form is the check phone is present or not. If it is present, it will return true. If not, it will return false. Now here one more interesting thing. It is case sensitive, as I mentioned. So if you make it a search for home with capital without capital H, with small h, you will see that it is returning false. Okay, so always make sure that you are passing by considering the case sensitivity, because here the capital H is completely different from small h. Okay, so yeah, I think these are the all things that I planned for this session. I hope this session is clear to all of you. In the next session we will discuss few more things. So thank you for watching Tech Sharmit.